So before we begin, just like other times when you've taken this class, you want to be sure that the area you're working in is free. You're not going to bump into anything or step on anybody. That preferably you have a yoga mat underneath your chair. That may or may not be necessary based on your unique circumstances that you're working in. So just be sure that you're in a safe place. I don't recommend chairs that have wheels for obvious reasons, but if it's not obvious because you might roll away with your chair, and we don't want that. And otherwise, let's go ahead and come to sitting nice and tall. And place your feet flat on the floor. So I'm going to show you my side view. And you can see here that I'm sitting up, and obviously there's no back when I sit sideways, but I'm not leaning into the chair. I'm using my abdominal muscles to hold myself up straight. So this is ideally what we want when we're on the chair. That being said, that's not possible for everybody. So if you're not able to hold yourself up under your own momentum, or if your back begins hurting or anything like that, in that case, you can sit all the way back so that your back is still straight, even if the feet come off the floor. That's only if you have to. So as we say in all of our classes, everything is correct, everything works. So be sure that you're working with where your body is today. I guess my hot beverage time is over. Be sure also that you have a nice cup of water, glass of water, bottle of water, however it works out for you. Yay, let us begin. So we're sitting at the edge of our chair, or at least we're sitting up under our own momentum. We're not leaning back. Let's rub our hands together. So what this is doing is, first of all, it's creating a ritual to open and then later close our classes. So as you guys have been taking classes with me, you know that we do this. Additionally, we're stimulating the right and left hemispheres of the brain. So my right brain controls my left hand, my left brain controls my right hand. When we're rubbing back and forth like this, we're actually stimulating both sides of the brain to work together and to coordinate. So it's good brain health. A third thing is we're actually building up energy between our hands. Now we'll take those palms together, take the back of the thumbs right to the sternum, sitting nice and tall. Breathe in. And let's breathe out. We'll do this 3 times. Breathing in through the nose. Let's breathe out with a sigh. Releasing, creating a vocalization here. Let's do it one more time. And let's take our hands to our knees. Let the hands face down to ground yourself, or up to gain energy. You choose. And we'll begin by just being aware of where our bodies are in space. So chances are you're at home. So for me personally, I'm here in my living room. I am on my chair. This is a dining room chair. It's a big open floor plan, so the dining room's just right there. I use this one because it's convenient instead of pulling the other one from my office. So let us recognize where we're at. And then maybe you choose to close your eyes or just soften your gaze. Let the chin tuck in just a little bit. And we're going to create a gentle lock on our pelvic floor. So we call this in yoga, we call it a band or a bandha. And this is the Mula Bandh, or the origin, the root lock. So this includes squeezing the rectum, the sex organs, and pulling the belly button in towards the spine. And it's very gentle. We're not squeezing super hard, just a very gentle contracting of those muscles. And you'll find it creates more of a base on our bottom. So whether we were sitting on the floor or today we're sitting in our chair, it just helps to establish that. So if you haven't been doing this a lot or ever before, you may feel a little strange, but it's nice to practice exercising this part of the body, and then you can relax if it gets to be too much. If you're able to continue to have a very light hold there, meaning you're not squeezing hard, just slight tension there, then you can do that. So let's bring our awareness to the breath. I want you to begin noticing when you are breathing in and when you are breathing out. And as best possible, do all of your inhaling and exhaling through the nose. So the when possible part is sometimes we get congested and we have to breathe in whatever way we can. That's always an option for you. And let's begin to use a little mantra here. And our mantra today is going to be, I am breathing in. I am breathing out. It feels so good to breathe in. It feels so good to breathe out. Now again, if you've been taking classes, we've probably used this mantra before and we'll continue to use it today and in the future. But I want to introduce you to a new idea. The new idea is you can inhale Sat and exhale Nam. So Sat Nam rhymes with but mom. Sat Nam means I am truth. Truth is my identity. And if you choose to use this, Gurmukhi is the Indian language that this comes from. If you choose to use this mantra, you can inhale Sat, exhale Nam, and it's the same anchor point. So I like to give options because especially in our Western society, sometimes yoga is new and foreign to people and they're not really sure what things mean when we don't say them in English. So use the one that feels good for you today. You can also make up your own. Breathing in I am, breathing out peace, or any descriptor you want. So we'll sit quiet for a moment. Feeling the breath come into the body. Feeling the breath go out of the body. Noticing how it feels. Bringing your awareness to the part of your feet that is touching the floor. Hopefully you have your socks off. There's a purpose behind that. We have these meridian points in our feet. And when we have our socks off, those get activated. Always work with what's comfortable for you. Also, things are less slippery with our socks off. Bring your awareness to your seat, to where your body ends and your chair begins. And bring your awareness to the space between the upper and the lower lip. Bring your awareness to where the lower eyelid ends and the upper eyelid begins. Bring the awareness to the part of the hands that are touching the body. Maybe you can begin to notice your clothes on your body. Maybe you can distinguish your undergarments from the outer garments. And bring the awareness back to the breath. Inhaling Sat, exhaling Nam. Or I am breathing in, I am breathing out. Come back to that breath anchor. And then begin to bring your awareness to anything that's happening in the room. So maybe you hear different sounds. My house is quiet right now, but a minute ago, I think my house got hit by a dust devil. You saw me looking around trying to figure out what was going on. But allow the senses to go inward. So we're inside our head, meaning like our awareness is within the skull, but our ears are still activated. And we're noticing the sounds that are happening in the room. And so because we're all literally in different rooms, we're going to have different sounds. When we do this together, we can say, oh, listen to the HVAC system or the people talking outside the door. It's the same process, but notice what you're noticing. And then notice what's happening in your brain. Is your brain able to settle in to this meditation I'm guiding you through? Or is your brain looking around, wondering what's going on? Is it more difficult to settle in to this meditative place when you're in your normal, familiar place where lots of activity happens, as compared to maybe the body feeling we have when we show up at a yoga center or at one of the wellness centers? So nothing is wrong. It's just all our awareness, our perceptions, and our interpretations of those perceptions. All right, take a deep breath in, sit nice and tall. Exhale, we're going to drop the right ear to the right shoulder, allowing the head to hang and be heavy, using long, deep breathing to gently open the left side of the neck. Feel the body moving with the breath. Feel the body rising and descending. When we get into the state of yoga, the state of union, it all becomes meditation. It all merges and becomes one experience. There is no separate. There's no me or you or inside or outside. It all merges together. Inhale as you lift. Exhale, left ear, left shoulder. Notice how far the head tips. Using the breath to gently open the right side of the neck. And just begin to notice that in your body, it probably does not take very long before the head really starts to bend over more. It certainly is for me. This is my first neck stretch of the day. And keep breathing. Inhale as we come back to center. Again, noticing our feet on the floor, our hands on our lap, whether they're facing up or down, our seat on the chair, the position of our body in space. Let's turn our head to the right, taking a deep breath in. Exhale, drop the chin to the chest. We're just changing the direction of our stretch. Breathing long and deep into this experience. Notice the mantra that you're using. And if you're not using one right now, choose one. We discussed them. Inhale as you lift. Exhale, turn the head the other direction, dropping the chin to the chest. Breathing long and deep into that right back quarter. Feel the expansion at the end of the inhalation and the contraction, that dissension as you exhale. Begin to notice the patterns. On the next inhale, gently lift up. Bring the head back to center. Exhale, drop the chin straight forward. Breathe long and deep into the back of the neck. Inhale as you lift. Let's roll the shoulders back. Let's take the hands behind us if there's space. Clasp the fingers. Reach through the knuckles. Take a deep breath in. Lift the heart. Exhale, round the spine. Give a nice stretch. Let's go ahead and stretch. Take one foot off the floor. Stretch to that. Inhale, lift up. Lift up with that shoulder, or excuse me, that foot off the floor. Come into cactus arms. Pull the belly button in towards the spine. Notice how the leg is getting super heavy. Good job. Keep breathing. You can do it. Exhale, release the leg down, release the arm down. Remember which one you just did. Custodian, clasping the hands behind the back. Inhale as we lift the chest, reaching through the knuckles. Exhale, rounding the spine, pressing through the fingertips. Hands come back towards you. Lengthen that other leg. Stretch through, widen those toes. See if you can create space between the toes. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, cactus pose. Lift that leg up. We're not just taking it off the floor, we're lifting it up. Exhale, release. Release the hands to the floor. Let's roll the shoulders back. Let's roll the shoulders forward. Let's take the hands down by our side. Inhale as we bring the palms together. We're going to walk the toes forward and out to the side. We're widening our center of gravity because we're about to fold forward. Exhale, fold straight from the heart. Release head, neck, and shoulders. Inhale as you lengthen the spine, coming up halfway. Exhale as you fold deeper. Inhale, press the feet into the floor. We're going to roll up one vertebrae at a time. Head will be the last thing to come up. When you get to the top, roll the shoulders back. And return the feet back to where they were. Close the eyes. Bring the awareness back to the body. Feel the floor between your feet. If your socks are removed, feel the texture of the floor. If your socks are on, feel the texture of the material around your feet. Just be aware of what that feels like. Feel the hands on the legs, whether they're up or down. Feel the material of your clothing. Coming back to that central place. Let's go ahead and walk the feet together. Inhale the arms down by the side, bring them up halfway. Exhale, we're going to press the palms, fingers come back towards us. Inhale, palms face up, hands together, clasping all but the first finger. Let the shoulders drop down. Breathe in as we reach up. Exhale, we're going to lean to one side. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, other direction. Be sure you don't fall out of your chair. Inhale, so let's take the left hand. Let's widen the feet. Let's reach, pull that arm. See if you can come deeper. Breathe into that side rib, the shoulder, back of the shoulder. Inhale, center, clasping the other hand, coming the other direction. Gently pulling, guiding. Breathing, maybe look up at the elbow. Inhale, back to center, widen the arms, swan dive forward. Grab onto the back of the legs, anywhere will work. Inhale, we'll come up halfway. Exhale, fold deeper. Inhale, press the feet into the floor, reaching up. Hands connect together, back to the heart. And let's just relax for a sec. Grab a sip of water. So I know some of you guys were in class yesterday, and so maybe you'll begin to notice like that we're actually doing some of this flowing series, but we're doing this in our chair. So that's kind of neat. And if you come to the regular yoga classes and you want to bring a chair, well, I can't see you and give specific instructions. Some of the stuff you already know it because you've been doing it. That's what I hope to do or to gain or to teach as a teacher, is so that you guys can have your own practice. And so that ultimately, after you have your own practice, you don't need a teacher anymore. Doesn't mean I don't want you to come to class, because I really hope that you do. But once you have your own practice, then you become the teacher, whether you're teaching for other people or just for yourself. All right, we're going to do another side bend. So just a little bit to my left, so I have room on my seat. Depending on how wide your body is, if you can't create a space on the seat, you can grab underneath. So press the hand into the floor. The other hand's going to come facing the ear. Inhale up. So we're pressing and reaching. Let the shoulder blade drop down. Take one more breath in. Exhale, we're going to take that hip, push it out to the side, and the body is going to turn. Breathing long and deep. So as I talked about grabbing this chair, as you can see behind me, there's a chair. That chair has arms. I can't really do yoga in that chair. Inhale back to center, exhale, release. So if your chair is working for you, wonderful. If it's not, just choose a different chair next time. Shifting to the other side, just to create that space on the chair. Pressing the left hand into the floor, right hand's gonna come straight up. And breathe in, reach, let that shoulder blade drop down. Exhale, push that hip out to the side, coming over. Breathe in long and deep here. And inhale back to center, exhale, release. We'll do another forward fold. So walk the feet forward, out to the side. Inhale as we lift. Exhale, this time we'll slide the hands down the legs, releasing head to the floor. On the next breath in, extend it up. Next breath out. See if you can go a little bit deeper. Inhale, we're gonna reach the arms out to the side, all the way up. Come into cactus arms. Reach through those elbows. Let's go ahead and walk the feet together. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, leaning cactus, one side, doesn't matter. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, leaning cactus, other side. Inhale, back to center, and release. Just make some circles. All right. I would like to invite you guys to just sit back a little bit. We're going to take one foot onto the chair if you can. If you're not able to get one foot onto the chair, then just go ahead and cross at the ankles. That's perfectly fine too. This is not quite our what do we call it, pigeon pose that we do. So as I'm sitting back a little bit more, because I have short legs, my foot comes off the floor a little bit, and that's okay. So inhale as you lift the heart. Exhale, we're just gonna fold forward just a little bit. You don't wanna fall off your chair. Breathe into any sensation you're feeling. Breathe into the low back. Maybe you don't have to come that far forward. On your next inhale, lengthen the spine. Let's see if you can fold forward here. So some of us are not gonna go very far and we're gonna feel it. I know at least one person, and she knows who she is probably already has her forehead or her chest on her leg. Yay. So we're all gonna have our own experience here, and that's really beautiful. Inhale as you come up. Let's go ahead and release that leg. Let's take the other one, taking it onto the chair. If that does not work for you, just cross with the leg. Inhale, sitting nice and tall. Keeping the spine straight, we're gonna fold forward. If you'd like here, you can fold, going a little bit deeper. Be sure you stay on your chair. Breathe into the low back. Inhale, we'll go ahead and come up, lengthen the spine. And now we'll fold a little bit deeper. You may feel this pretty good in your hip here. Breathing and inhale as you come up. If you're able, we can take both feet onto our chair. If you cannot do that, or if that doesn't work for you, then sitting at the edge of the chair, you can just open the feet out to the side. So this is Baddha Konasana, or bound angle, also known as butterfly pose. So inhale, sitting nice and tall, just allowing those legs to fall away. Breathing into the pelvis, into the groin, wherever you feel tightness. Take one more breath in to lengthen. Breathe out. We're just going to gently fold forward. And if you've done this pose on the floor, just notice how it's the same or different. I think for me, one of the main differences is I might normally have my legs out a little further, but if I do that, I'm not on the chair anymore. So I'm definitely experiencing this different. So for your body, if you've done this posture before, just notice. That's all, just notice. Inhale as you come up. We're going to gently use the legs to release it down. Both feet flat on the floor. We're going to inhale the arms up for our flowing sequence. Be sure your feet are forward, out to the side. Exhale, fold forward, straight down the center. Inhale as you arch the back, look up. Exhale as you fold deeper. Inhale, arms out to the side. Bring them all the way back together. Exhale down the center. So we are going to do Warrior Series on the chair. This is like one of my favorites, honestly. It feels really nice. It's kind of fun to do. It can be really challenging, even if somebody has done a lot of classes, like regular on the floor classes. you can still get something out of this. If you don't do regular on the floor classes, then it's like a really amazing experience to be supported. And how many of us just want support in our lives? So we think about what happens in our yoga practice is what we take out into the world. So by doing this posture in class on the chair, we are calling in that support. And so when we're outside of class, maybe we can ask for support more than we might normally. Alrighty, so we're going to start on our right side. So I'm going to turn to the right and let the right leg hang off. So ideally we want to get that part of the chair right at the knee. So my short legs don't touch the floor. Yours may not, doesn't matter. And what we're going to begin to do is we're going to take this leg. First of all, you need to show there's no obstacles, and I see that the chime for my singing bowl is right there. So to not embarrass myself and fall, move that out the way. So we're going to begin to take this left leg and begin to walk it out. Now, maybe you can straddle the chair, maybe not. So it doesn't matter. My foot is at an angle on the chair, or on the floor, on the mat. I think my bowl is blocking it, but I think you guys have seen this before. Maybe if your leg is bent like this, that's perfectly fine. We just want to find like a nice, comfortable alignment. We do want our back foot on the floor. So it doesn't matter if the front leg's on the floor. That's going to just be determined by the length of our bodies. We do want the back foot on the floor, and the foot is at an angle, so it's actually pointing forward. So inhale, we're going to raise the arms up. We're going to drop the shoulders down and reach through the fingertips. We're going to go ahead and turn and look over that middle finger if you can. So arms are active and strong, breathing long and deep, feeling that connection of the back foot on the floor. You probably have some part of your front foot on the floor. It's okay if you don't. But feeling that connection. Noticing the arms get heavy as we continue to hold this posture. Keep them active. Exhale, take the front forearm above the knee. The back arm is going to swing underneath. This allows us to get past the collarbone and come up. So when we're here, ideally we want to make a straight line from the heel to the fingertips. And that's what our just an alignment tip for us. Let's take this right hand and clasp the first finger and thumb together, creating Gyan Mudra, and turn the head up. So the head and the heart begin to lift towards that elbow. Reach and stretch. Visualize that you're pulling earth energy up from the floor. It's coming all the way up the left side of the body, shooting out your very powerful, magical fingers. One more breath in. Exhale, we're going to take that hand to the back leg. We're going to face towards our front leg. That front arm is just going to reverse that warrior. Breathing in, let's breathe out. Feel that heaviness. Breathe in one more time. Feel the levity, the lightness of the body. And exhale, return. Nice and slow, gently unravel yourself. Bringing yourself back to the front of the chair. You're just going to sit. We're not even, we know that. Noticing. Notice what the back muscles feel like when one side has been stretched and the other one hasn't. Just be aware. All right, let's go ahead and take ourselves the other way. We're going to turn towards our left. Let the left leg hang off, so the chair is going to come right to about the knee. We're going to begin to walk the other leg back. So maybe you can straighten the knee, maybe not, it doesn't matter. So but we are going to try to help straighten the knee. We can press through that back heel. So as soon as we press that back heel, things open up. So our hips are kind of open to the side. My back foot, which you can see better at this angle, is pressed into the floor. My front heel actually doesn't touch the floor because of my short legs. No big deal. But my toes are touching the floor, so I still have that grounded, that earthly connection. Inhale the arms up, drop the shoulders down, pull the shoulder blades apart, reach through those middle fingers. Strong, active connection here. We'll take a few breaths. On your next breath, go ahead and look towards the middle finger of the front arm. Again, checking those arms, being sure they're not lifting up. Breathe up into the upper torso. Feel that expansion behind the shoulder blades. I don't know about you, but I almost always have little knots there, so this feels really lovely. Sometimes we don't always need to stretch, sometimes we need to strengthen so we can better carry a load. Take one more breath in, reaching as far as you can. On your exhale, bring the front forearm above the knee. The back arm is going to swing underneath. This allows us to clear the clavicle, the collarbone, reaching up. Let's take the hand and let's connect the thumb and the first finger, or maybe the middle finger. Middle finger represents patience, first finger represents knowledge, you choose. Reach through that hand. So again, a straight line from the back heel all the way to the fingertips. On your next inhale, open your heart, twist up just a little bit, reaching, breathing. Imagine you're saving the world with that beautiful grounding earth energy coming in through the foot, all the way through the side of the body, out through your powerful magical fingers. On your next exhale, feel yourself get heavy. Inhale as you lift it up. Take it to the back leg, just reversing that warrior. Hand points to the back leg. Take a breath here. Feel that expansion on the left side. Exhale, be heavy. Inhale to release. Beautiful, guys. Walking it forward nice and slow. It was like some really deep stretching. You feel taller? All right, let's give a little stretch out. Hands here. We're going to do some forward folds. I always like to come back to our center point. That point where we notice where we are in time and space. Notice where the breath is. Notice how the body feels. Notice if you feel even. You may or may not, but just notice. We'll do a nice counter pose. This will certainly help even the body out. Inhale, the arms down, reaching all the way up. Exhale, walk the feet forward, out to the side, fold forward, straight down the center. Grab onto the back of the legs. Anywhere will work, or grab the feet if you can. While we're folded forward, we're going to take a deep breath into the low back. Exhale, let yourself release. Maybe you go deeper, maybe not. Inhale, the arms out to the side as we begin to lift up. Hands connect together. Back to the heart for the release. And hands down by our side. I would like to give us the option of doing half dog today. It's really fun. It feels really good. I think it'll be a nice additional release in our back muscles. So because of the logistics that I am teaching in, I'm actually going to turn my chair sideways so that you can see me, as well as bring it to the front of my mat. So downward facing dog is when we go upside down like a triangle on the floor. And so this is a half dog or a modified downward facing dog. We're going to take our hands onto the back of the chair and begin to walk back, creating a straight line from the hip to the wrist. So the shoulders are going to drop down and back behind. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, allow the body to just be heavy. Now the head is in alignment with the arms. We're not just dropping the head down. And on your next breath out, let's go ahead and take the hips and gently wag it to the left. This is going to give a gentle stretch on the right side of the body. Inhale as we come back to center. Exhale the other direction. Inhale, center. Exhale, other way. Back to center again. And there we go. So on your next breath in, we're going to gently walk the hands up. Press the hands gently into the chair. My chair is really high. All we're going to do is lift the heart. Look up so the nose points to the ceiling. And exhale to go ahead and rock it back. I'm going to give you an option here. You can continue to use the back of the chair. I personally want to use the front of the chair because I'm ready to take my half dog a little bit deeper for myself. So use the one that feels safe and supportive to your body. So inhale, we're going to go ahead and walk it back. This is allowing me to go deeper in my dog. So much so that it's so much lower, I'm going to bend my knees. Heart is lifted, shoulder blades are back. Breathing into this posture. Inhale, we're going to gently walk it back. Roll the shoulders back. And hey, let's do a lunge. So Sometimes it's a little challenging when we're working on chairs and I can't see you guys, so I don't know what direction you are. You may need to move your chair. We're going to do a lunge on the chair. So we're going to do this very carefully, and you really need to be aware of what's happening with your body. So if you can put your foot on your chair and your chair is stable, do so. If you cannot put your foot on the chair, you can still come into the lunge like this, holding onto the chair or the back of the chair. If you want to bring your foot up onto the chair, you can just lean into the chair. See if you can keep your back foot on the floor. Be careful your chair does not tip up. Let the shoulder blades come down. You can stay here. If you feel steady, you can just bring the hands to the heart and inhale into a slight back bend. Exhale, release it down. We're going to step that foot back to the floor. Hands into our half dog. Again, maybe you are using the back of the chair, maybe the front. Again, this is very similar to flowing through our vinyasa or our flow. Inhale as you come up. We're going to go ahead and take our other leg. So again, maybe your lunge looks like here, especially if you don't feel comfortable bringing the foot onto the chair. If you want to go deeper with it or just have a different experience would be another way to say it. Take the foot onto the chair. So inhale as you allow yourself to come into lunge. Keep the back heel on the floor if you can for a deeper stretch. If it doesn't work, then maybe you should do the one on the floor. Lots of options. So you can stay here, lifting the heart. You can take the hands here and come all the way up into a slight back bend. Breathing in and breathing out. Be nice and gentle to your chair. Hands to the floor. Walking it back. Coming to your half dog. Inhale as you come back to your chair. And we're just going to do a little cobra. So just lean into the chair. Nice stretch of the belly, the hips. Neck is nice and long. Shoulders are down. Exhale, release. Now let's do a forward fold over our chair this time. So just fold forward. Maybe you take the arms to the chair. You choose. Your practice, your body. It also depends on the chair. You might need to make some minor modifications. Let's soften the knees. We're going to roll up one vertebra at a time. You bring the head up the rest of the way. Roll the shoulders back. Beautiful, guys. Let's go ahead and make our way to relaxation. So when we're doing chair yoga, relaxation looks like, finally I get to melt into the chair, right? You're not worried about the posture anymore. You just sit back, chill. So that could be one version. Since you're at home, if you can get onto the floor and off the floor, go ahead and do that version. That's up to you and your body. I'm actually going to move my chair out of the way so I can sit on the floor and play you guys some music as we talk through relaxation. So go ahead and get in the version of the posture that is comfortable for you today. Begin to relax the lines in the forehead. Let the eyes be softly closed. Relaxing head, neck, and shoulders. Almost. Let your arms be long and heavy. Bring your awareness to the chest and the belly and the spine and all the muscles surrounding the spine. Bring your awareness to your hips and your legs, releasing everything. And gently scan your body again from head to toe and just notice where you still feel gripping. Breathe into that place. Give your body permission to release, to relax, to let go. And if you chose a mantra, to use at the beginning of the class, you can come back to the mantra. Inhaling Sat, exhaling Nam, or I am breathing in, I am breathing out. Breathing in, I am, breathing out, peace, love, kindness. And again, scanning the body, giving yourself permission to let go. Let's go yet another layer deeper. And so the instruments I'm going to be playing for you guys, I have a singing bowl that you can chime or sing. These vibrations are very healing. I have also a chakra drum. That is said to open up the energy centers of the body. So again, scanning your body from head to toe. See if you can release yet another layer. Take a deep breath in, bringing your awareness to your body, but not yet moving. Again, scanning the body from head to toe. And just take inventory. Notice if when our practice is over, if there's still a place that you want to reach or stretch. And as you take a deep breath in, begin to make circles with the wrist. Do this in both directions. Maybe you make circles with the ankles on the floor or above the floor, whatever's good for you. And if you're sitting on the chair, gently make your way to sitting up straight. If you're on the floor, just sit up tall. Give yourself a nice morning stretch, whatever that means to you. Just move in whatever way feels free. Maybe you address anything that feels left over in your body. And we'll bring ourselves a nice twist. So we'll take our right hand behind us, left hand onto the right knee. Sitting nice and tall, take a deep breath in, contracting the muscles of that pelvic floor we talked about in the beginning, the Mula Bandha. Exhale, begin to twist. So as you breathe in, feel the spine lengthen. As you breathe out, just see if you can go deeper. It's an invitation, not a forcing. It's an opportunity to listen to the body and what she or he wants to communicate back to you. On your next exhale, allow the body to gently release forward, switching sides. Left hand behind us, right hand on the left knee. Tuck the chin in just a little bit, squeeze that pelvic floor. Inhale, sit nice and tall. Exhale, twist. The breath in lengthens the body. The breath out invites to go deeper. Working with wherever your body is at today. Breathing in and breathing out. On the next exhale, gently allow yourself to release. Maybe you give a little fold, little bow and honoring. And here we begin our closing ritual again by rubbing the hands together, just as we did in the beginning, activating that coordination between the left and right hemispheres. Bring the hands to the heart center. Think about something you are grateful for. Allow a smile to come onto your face. And allow that which you've chosen to be grateful for to expand. Allow it to get bigger and brighter. Feel that beautiful bright light that exists within each one of us. It is our innate, natural, true self. We close our practice with namaste. The light in me honors and recognizes the light in you. I see you. Take a deep breath in. Exhale completely. And breathe in again. Namaste.